Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope everybody is very, very well today. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning, Lynn. Hi, everyone.
So, just a disclaimer, I am not all with it. I'm struggling to focus. I have not had enough coffee, even though I've had 3 cups. It's not enough. It is one of those days. I've had a very late night trying to sort something out on 4 of my websites, not Kaboutjie, but my other 4. And it's been, just excuse me if I seem like I'm not with it. So let's put up our little banner over here. Remember to join in the discussion in the comments live to win prizes. We've got 2 amazing giveaways for today. I'm going to announce the first one is win a 250 Rand Checkers virtual voucher, which I'm sure is going to help everybody at this time of year, because I don't know about you, but I'm feeling quite skint.
Yeah, we had our car decide to break on us a week and a half ago, and that bit a nice chunk out of Christmas, you know. And it's always the same. So it was our dishwasher, then it was the car, and it's my dishwasher again for the second time. So I'm just like, of course, it's happened in 3. We're done now.
I hope you're done. It's not always in 3. Sometimes you get a little late surprise. Okay, so I went Christmas shopping yesterday, and it was like a war zone, because I've shared this so many times now. It has been thing after thing after thing in the 4th term, and I had to wait for my husband to be home yesterday, since it's a public holiday, so that he could look after the kids so I could go finish my Christmas shopping. And it was absolutely crazy. You could barely move in the aisles. You had to wiggle, and then it was absolutely crazy. So who went Christmas shopping yesterday, and how did you find it? Judy, have you finished your Christmas shopping?
What's that? No. Have I started? No. We will shop next. I know. Every year I say I'm going to start in January, and every year, without fail, I'm into the last week of Christmas and I haven't done anything. Hamish is probably the only one I've thought about. But I do remember over Christmas time, I have 6 other kids and their partners and families and whatever. So Brace and I usually go this weekend, and then we go and we do some awesome shopping and we get it all ready. But I was in Food Love yesterday, and it was really, really quiet. When I say quiet, I mean they're always busy, but it was decent enough to walk through. You know, it wasn't like Christmas rush. And I think that's what we'll do this year. We'll choose the smaller malls and the smaller shops to shop in.
Well, the thing is, we've only got 2 big malls here. We've got the Laguna Mall in Langebaan, and we've got the West Coast Mall in Vredenburg. And the thing is, the Laguna Mall is smaller, it's easier. I don't think it would have been quite as busy, but the things that I needed to get were not, they don't have as many shops. So I had to go to Vredenburg. And then Donna says here that I was brave to go out and online is the way to go, but I've left it too late. So I did look at Take-A-Lot, but everything I wanted, it's not going to get you in time for Christmas. Plus, my kids are home. So when they deliver, my kids are going to see these boxes come in, and then it's like they grab the scissors and they're ready to get in there. And I'm like, don't open that one. You know, it kind of takes the thing of Santa, you know, like they know. Well, they know that Mommy's Santa. They're already saying that. But,
Well, this is it. Hamish very much still believes in Santa Lynn, but he won a letter from Santa telling him he won a nice hamper of Lego. And I said, from Santa, do you want Mommy to wrap it up for you? And he was like, but I know what's in it. So in other words, if it arrives today, I was like, okay.
My kids are saying, especially my son, he's saying, Mommy, I know you Santa. And I just say, well, look, let me just get this straight. When it comes to Santa, the Christmas comes to Santa, when it comes to the Easter Bunny, when it comes to the Tooth Fairy, the minute you stop believing, they die and you don't get anything. And they're like, oh. So I'm like, you've just got to keep it going. You've just got to, you know, pretend.
So when kids were younger, obviously there's a big gap between them. So like Tammy was 10 and we had Ronan and Kiri and Nat. I still did the whole. So what I did was I always told my kids from little, I work for Santa. So I know Santa. I can pick up this phone at any minute and call him. Sends me instructions at night when you sleep. I meet with the elves and we discuss that naughty and nice list. And it kept it going for a long time. But I also saw a nice thing then online where for older kids, and I'll find it and share it again, is where they say, explaining the meaning behind Christmas, how it's so much more than just, so Christmas never dies. You just become the person who brings Christmas.
Yeah.
By doing good, good deeds and that sort of thing.
Stunning. So Candace, yes, we got the bicycles. Thank you. I think it was you that gave the message that and sent the photo that it is specials on bicycles. And you know how I wangled it. My mom asked what she must get for my kids for Christmas. So she paid for the bicycles and that's their gift, which kept Christmas a lot more financially viable for me. So the bikes are bought, sorted. Yes, so I'm very, very happy. Karen's asking if I'm done now. Yes, I'm done. So I'm not buying anything for my parents, my sister, anything like that. I'm making stuff for my parents. I'm making my dad crunchies. He loves crunchies. My mom, I haven't quite figured out yet. My sister's going to get chocolate. We'll get to that just now. And for my husband, I'm going to try making Turkish delight. Apparently, it's a bit tricky. He doesn't like the Turkish delight anyway. I've tried all the different, he loves it, but he said that the quality of Turkish delight has just gone down. And every time I bought him some, he's very disappointed in it. So I'm going to try and make it. I don't know how that's going to go, but my sister-in-law is a chef and she's going to help me. So next week, I'm going to try making Turkish delight. We've got Tanya saying she doesn't even have a tree yet. We haven't put up our tree. It's like so much. So maybe this afternoon, when my kids are back with my husband, we'll get a tree sorted out. Judy, I think you're on mute, or I can't hear you.
No, I'm back. Hamish was just singing with his dinosaur, so I just muted myself quickly so I could tell him quietly, to just be a bit quiet. So I didn't think you all wanted to hear me say, Hamish, can we be quieter now?
I saw you moving, but no sound.
Oh, no. I was just...
Yeah,
sorry?
So I was saying I have finished my Christmas shopping. It's really small stuff this year. So we're not having a massive Christmas because I don't like to get too much into the commercial side of it. But I do have some nice gifts for them. I got my kids each a book. My son's getting a new comforter because his other one, his duvet cover, it's one of those slippery ones. So you put it on the bed and then the duvet moves around. And in the morning, there's just this like big ball on the bed. And no matter what you do, you can't get the duvet straight in the duvet cover. So yes, I bought him a comforter. My daughter, I bought her a nice set of wireless headphones. And then I just got a couple of little things for their stockings. Yeah, but I don't have
Yeah, but you see, I'm smart. I have my Cricut, right? So they're probably all going to get personalized t-shirts. Just saying. It's not just I love local.
Oh!
It's okay. Because like my eldest son has the cutest little girl, so I want to make him one that says Daddy of a Princess. And I want to make her one that says Princess. So they've got matching little t-shirts. But as for the other kids, I'm honestly not sure. My kids have actually all requested socks this year.
What? Okay.
I know.
That's nice.
Very odd kids, but they've all requested socks. But I think it's because I love to gift mugs. Okay, so to me, you can't give a better gift than a mug. I can express myself on a mug. Those mugs that say WTF? Yeah. I'll use that at a WTF moment. Yeah. I normally then I'll fill the mug with all kitty stuff and whatever. And they've pretty much all requested socks. My one son, Sean, is working events and he was like, hey, Mom, I'll just have plain black T-shirts and socks. I'm like, okay.
Socks in the mug.
Well, I could, but they don't want the mugs. They've literally said no mugs this year.
Yeah. So Anna has said there's so much unemployment and also the petrol price. Oh my word. So I filled my car a few days ago and money's been very skint. So I have not been filling my car for the last, I don't know, month. I've been putting little bits in just to get me where I need to go. And then I filled my car for the first time a few days ago, I think on Wednesday. And I was like, OMG, that is rough. That is seriously, seriously rough. It was 940 Rand or something. It's, usually would fill, it cost me about 750, 800. And yeah, it was, so that is nasty.
Well, one of the things we've done this year is really focus on the stuff at home. Normally, I do a big because my kids are so much older. We normally do a separate event where everyone gets together, and just with cost and this year and everything, I was just like, okay, guys, I don't think we're doing that this year. So I know most of them, they've got lives, they've got families and friends and whatever. So. We won't be seeing all of them for Christmas, but we will see all of them over the season. So what we've concentrated on is really making it Hamish's Christmas, if that makes sense. Because Christmas it's for the little, And Hamish's got a little friend in the complex, and I'm going to cry as I say this, but he came with us for an event, and we were having bacon and eggs, and he asked if that was dinner, and if that was, so I said, no, it was breakfast. And he said, are we going to eat again? And I was like, he said, so that's your only meal? And I was like, no, that's just breakfast. And it just stopped. So what we've done is we'll be taking Hamish to buy 2 little gifts. And one for his friend, the same thing, so that there's no distinction between them, so that Santa's bought them both the same thing, so that they and I think that that's really what Christmas is. Normally we do like Santa shops or we'll gift somewhere, and I think this year is really about looking at your neighbor and saying, listen, where can I help you, if you're giving back this year.
100%. That's totally what it's about. It's about spreading the Christmas cheer. So we've got Tanya saying they die. Well, every time you say I don't believe in fairies, one dies. So now you're going like, I do believe in fairies. I do. When you clap. So every time my son says he doesn't believe in Santa or the tooth fairy, then I do that. Yeah, it cracks him up. So
know that every time a child says no over Christmas, one of the reindeers get a hurt leg. Now, do you really want to hurt that reindeer's leg? I'm just asking.
Same.
So can you find for 50 years, please?
Oh, no. Awesome. Okay, so the comments are coming in fast and furious. Lynn, you should look at the importer shop. The importer shop, I'm not sure what for. I've never heard of the importer shop.
I know that there's a British one, and I've had a look at some of their cleaning products, and I'm telling you that their stuff is cheap even with postage.
Okay, maybe she's talking about the Turkish Delight.
Oh, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have a look at that. But that kind of then ruins the whole concept of I'm making everybody's presents this year. But yeah, I'm definitely on the hunt for good.
But I do think that it's okay with your husband. You can just tell him you put extra love in buying it.
Well, he's ticked me off the last 3 years, because for the last 3 years, he says every year, let's not buy for each other to keep the cost down, because, it is just a commercial sort of money-making thing. And, there's nothing I really, really need, or maybe I do need like a dishwasher, but he can't afford that and buy me a dishwasher right now. So, the things I want is like, let's go on a holiday to the Seychelles at like a dishwasher. So exactly. He's not buying, and that we mustn't buy for each other. So I haven't bought for him. And then he goes and buys me something like a nice perfume. And I'm like, dude, this wasn't what we agreed on. It's not, it's not right. If you say we're not buying for each other, we're not buying for each other. We've got Shanae saying, and it cost, her husband put in over her husband's cousin put in, and it cost him
Sure.
over 1,000. Yeah, my husband's tank is costing over 1,000 now.
But Lynn, I was just going to say, I'm the opposite. Brent will say to me, "What do you want?" And I'll go, "Nothing." But I expect him to have something. Just because I said nothing doesn't mean I don't want anything under the dream. He's learned. It's taken 7 years, but he's learned.
No, I'm cool. My mom asked what I want for Christmas, and I said, well, my pot garden it's like a desert. So she has a farm. She makes her own compost. She's got a worm garden. She's got like a worm farm. She grows all her own seedlings, and my dad's got a lot of wood. So I'm like, compost, seedlings, wormweed, and wood. Those are on my Christmas list this year. I love wood. I love braai. I love making a fire. We've got a braai in our house, and we've got a braai outside. So it's just, I love it. I love burning wood. And every time I go to the farm and I leave my kids there, I drive back and I fill my car with wood.
I saw
And
that.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So there's, wow, so many comments. Namaswazi wants a new laptop. Ooh, I'd love one as well. I mean, I've got one, but you know, I could always do with another one, especially with the kids. Oh, they drive me crazy. Now that it's holidays, they want to use my laptop all the time. And I'm like, I'm working, you're playing, you can't use my laptop. Cool. So let's head on to another topic. There was a very interesting discussion going down. I don't know if it was in the Facebook group or the Facebook page about baby keepsakes. I think I posted a blog post about baby keepsakes, and then people were, you know, baby keepsake gifts, and then people were commenting on what they've kept. So every time I'd share a pregnancy test or anything that looks like a pregnancy test, everyone gives me congratulations. I am not pregnant, but I've kept the pregnancy test for both my children. So this is my son's one. So maybe this is a bit gross, but I couldn't, you know, this is the first time that you know there you go. So I'm not crazy. Who has kept their pregnancy test? You know, and for me, it's just, this was the first time I knew I was pregnant and having a baby. I can't throw it away. I even put the date on it. So 29th of April 2013 is when I found out I was pregnant with my son. So yeah, there we go. Okay, I thought I was strange keeping this like thing that I've peed on.
I have peed on stuff too.
Okay, no, perfect. And we've got Tammy, she's kept both her pregnancy tests for her boys. And Kashida, she's got all 3 of her tests. Okay, no, that's wonderful. And Shanae's kept all her son's newborn clothing. She can't part with it. Yeah. And then here's something else that I do. Every year on their birthday, I buy a candle for their cake. So I keep them all. It's so, you know what I mean? I don't know who number 4 is though. It's got to be somewhere in the box. But yeah, my son, these are my sons. So he turns 8 on Monday. So we'll be adding to this. I don't know, like, I like it.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's just certain thing. I can't throw it away. And then here is my son's, this is my hospital bracelet with my son. And then
I
here,
have Hamish as No, we're saying I have Hamish's little bands as well.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing I've got is in this envelope, there's a date. Friday the 29th of February 2016. That is the day we first cut my son's hair. So he was 3 years old, or 2 and a bit, and he when he was born, he had all this hair, and he had beautiful blonde curls. I mean, like an angel. And it got to about here. And then he wouldn't let me wash his hair. He wouldn't let me brush his hair. And it became this stinky, gunky, blimmin' mess. And we made the decision to cut all of his locks off.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I've got his lock. So here's his hair. My daughter didn't have any hair.
Sorry, Lynn. The only thing I don't keep are teeth. I don't know why they gross me out. I used to work for a dentist, and I think that just like put me off completely. So the teeth, we flush them down the toilet.
I just chuck them in the bin. I don't keep teeth either. I'm sure some people do, but there's something about teeth that I just don't keep those.
The reason we flush ours down the toilet is because the mermaids catch them and take them down to Neptune's castle so that they can build bigger castles.
Oh, does Hamish take part in that?
Not yet, because he's still got all his teeth.
Oh, right. Sorry, my brain is not working.
I'm just talking, Hamish. I'll tell you later. So, yes, he will be. He's just
She's kept her pregnancy test and the first outfit and everything he got, she kept. Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's something so, those baby years go by so fast. And for me, it's just nice having all of those reminders. Cool. So I can tick that off my list. Do you want to share about that cool book?
So, okay, well, I have a few things. So Lynn said to me, I'm going to share back. I was like, okay, well, you might need to stop me. So because I was obviously an older mom and I'd lost a baby along the way, and I was really, really caught with Hamish, and I went, so you can see. So I went to Tummy Time, and they actually do 4D scans. And we had, I want to get to a page where you can see him nicely. We had a scan done every month of Hamish. And this book, it's a hand, and this book literally is every month of his life from his first scan. And it is, honestly, for me, more precious than his baby album. Just saying. And it was also thing for me, Lynn, because I was so anxious and so nervous. And so to see him each month was just like, oh, he's okay. It definitely cost a bit. And then we have the baby book, obviously. And I actually filled this one in. Like, I don't know, with your first baby, you fill them in. Then your second baby, you kind of forget. So by the time you have 6 kids, you're like, oh, did we buy one? So I did fill this one in. And then something we've done as we got older, and this makes it a really nice gift, is we've had photos. Okay, I got to find them. Photos of ourselves and of Hamish and his siblings, turned into puzzles.
Oh, so beautiful.
Those have been really such special gifts as well. And what's nice is it encourages him to build puzzles. One of the other things I had when he was born was I had some jewelry made. Don't know if you can see. A little bracelet of the first day of his life. These photos are all taken on the first day. And it's a little bracelet. And I have his birth photos on a necklace. I don't think you'll be able to see, but I'll post better pictures.
No, we just see shiny stuff.
Yeah. At my baby shower, somebody gave me a voucher to have one of his first photos done as a canvas. Best baby shower gift ever, because new moms are so busy buying nappies and formula, we don't have money to have our photos turned into canvases. And if you've seen me out with this bag. It's one of my first photos of Hamish and I. So those, and his mom's and tops for him ever. His first class photo while he was at a baby group. I'm like keepsake insane.
Yeah, okay, so I don't have that much stuff. I've got a few things, but yeah.
But that's what I said, like, where would you like me to stop?
Okay, you've got 7 kids, stop.
No, listen, I've been having other people's kids in my house lately. I've stopped. I remember what it's like having so many kids in such a small space. I have never had, it's been a busy week. It's been loud. It's been insane. I love it. But whoa, was I glad these kids went home.
Beautiful. Wow, thank you, Judy. You put my little keepsakes to shame. I don't have that much stuff.
Not at all.
You know,
I love yours. But your candle one is awesome. I love the candle one. I think that's so special.
I just couldn't, when my daughter turned 1 and we'd eaten all the cake and everything, and then I had this candle, and I was like, usually just throw candles in the bin. But I just couldn't do it. So, yeah, I just kept it. And then when my son was born, I did the same, and it just happened. It's not that I kind of planned to keep them forever. It's that when I got to the bin to throw it away, like my hand couldn't drop it in. So I just put it in the keepsake box with their pea sticks.
Your entry into motherhood is being peed on. So it's really, really relevant that we keep the first thing we pee on.
I've seen a lot of moms now commenting saying that they also kept their pregnancy tests and they thought they were weird. So yes, we are all weird together. We are not alone. We all keep the pregnancy tests. Cool. So let me see who's going to win the voucher. Oh dear, there are so many comments coming in that I'm swimming over here. Okay, we've got oh dear, I can't pronounce your name, but that's not going to stop me from choosing you as the winner. I'm going to give it a go. Mokhobing. It's probably Mokhobing. What do you think, Judy? How do you pronounce?
I do not want to say it incorrectly, but I think it's Mokhobing. Am I right?
Mokhobing. Yeah, that's probably it. But I do have a friend of mine that helps me with all my pronunciations. So I will send it to her and I will get the pronunciation right for next week. So please send me an inbox on my Kaboutjie Facebook page with your email address and your phone number, and then I will get the voucher sent to you. I'm just going to write down your name so I don't.
So I see Mokhobing is saying yes. I hope that means that we're pronouncing your name correctly.
Yeah, Judy, talking about pronouncing names, it's something that's very sensitive for me because I don't, how do I put this? Okay. I know that mispronouncing a name is a very sensitive topic, but my tongue doesn't do certain things. And that's not just with African names. It's often with Afrikaans words as well and Afrikaans names. But I'm not going to let that stop me from trying and from practicing and getting it right. So please, if I get your name wrong, send me a WhatsApp voice note and I'll practice it and I will get it right. Yeah, I'm not going to shy away from picking you because I can't pronounce your name. That's not going to be very nice. So there we go.
Something I've discovered is that if I can't pronounce it, I would rather ask, how do I pronounce your name? Then, please give me the correct pronunciation. And it's not because I'm being rude or it's because I really, it's okay. You can pass your phone and then I'll answer it. Thanks. Okay.
Too late. I missed the call.
It's okay. It was probably sent to checking you being good. Mommy's on the live. Thank you. I'll keep this here. Please go play quietly. You're being so good. Off you go. You may have your phone in your room. Thank you. But yeah, so it's sorry. So I'm saying so it's just so that I can learn to pronounce the names as well.
Yeah, well, that's why I have a friend of mine that helps me with all my pronunciations, but obviously she's not sitting next to me right now, so it takes a bit of time for me to get it right. Cool. So I want to jump on to African Secret. I'm just going to go get this link, African Secret, and I'm going to pop it in the comments now. There we go. Okay, so remember, Judy, I don't know if you were in that video, but I had such a bad headache last week.
Yes.
And I took paracetamol, which is one of the only things I can take usually because I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict. And so I can't take when people get a migraine, they usually take something that's kind of hard hitting. But I can't take that stuff because I'm an addict. Like Miprodol's got codeine in, which is the equivalent of cocaine, which was my drug of choice, which is a big no-no. So I took paracetamol. I went back to bed, and my headache progressed to a migraine. And I was lying there, and I don't get migraines often, but when I do, it's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. And I was lying there, and I started feeling nauseous, and the room was spinning. And I'm like, I'm never going to go to sleep, and I'm going to suffer. And after a while, I remembered that African Secret had sent me in a hamper in, I think, January, February this year. And I did a review on them. And there was a couple of things that I received, most of which I've used ages ago. This is something that the bottle's finished. But this is relaxing oil. And what I usually do with this is I put it in my bath. I love putting stuff in my bath. And it helps me sleep. It helps me with a whole stack of stuff. And of course, I love the feeling of the oil in the bath. And when you get out, your skin feels so nice. But the product that I put in my cupboard and forgotten about is the pain relief, the African Secret pain relief. There we go. Got it. So when I got out of bed and remembered this, I massaged my face for about 10 minutes and my migraine went away. And it's absolutely amazing to know that you can have something as severe as a migraine and use a natural product of essential oils and just completely get rid of it. And then the beautiful thing is I posted about it and African Secret contacted me again and they're like, wow, we're so great. Our products are still working for you. Let's send you some more. And I'm like, yay, because this is the only thing I've got left. So I don't know what they're sending me, but they're sending me a hamper. They've also given a 25% discount coupon code. So use Kaboutjie 25 on their website, myafricansecret.co.za. And until 30th of December, you can get 25% off. So if you get headaches, I really recommend you use this. And then something a lot of people asked about is, what about menstrual pain? They've actually got a product for menstrual pain, for period pain. So this is something that you really have to give a go. So they're sending me a new hamper. I don't know what's going to be in it yet, but when I receive it, I'm going to give away a hamper like it as well. Yay!
Yay!
So it's going to arrive probably today, and chances are during the live video, but I will unbox it next week or the week after. So we'll just see, how do you use it? Evelyn, how do you use this? It's got a little squeegee. What are these things? A little dropper? Squeegee. It's got a little dropper. I just put some in my hand and I just rubbed it all over my face and kind of rubbed around these points and especially my forehead and then up here as well in the neck. And I just used it while I was, I just rubbed it in basically and massaged myself.
Jill is asking, is it safe for breastfeeding?
Not advisable during pregnancy. Keep away from children. Breastfeeding, it doesn't say, and I wrote my review a long time ago at the beginning of this year, so I can't actually remember. I would advise that, I'm sure it would be safe for breastfeeding, but I would advise don't use it just before you breastfeed. I mean, I wouldn't put anything on your skin.
Yeah.
And of course, it is essential oils. So I love the smell of essential oils. But even now, just touching the bottle, there is quite a pungent sort of, you've got to smell. So I used to avoid anything that's got a smell. I didn't really even use deodorant much or anything. I know that sounds gross, but I avoided like creams or anything while I was breastfeeding, just because I didn't want it to interfere with anything. I've got my review up. So, where's my review? Let me just go there. And if you want to go and check it out, I'll just get that quickly for you. African Secret. I'll just pop this in the comments quickly. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, so I highly recommend these products. I'm a huge fan of essential oils and natural remedies. So yeah, hopefully next week I'll be showing you whatever is coming in my hamper. I'm very excited. Yeah.
I'm excited too. Now I want to see what it is.
Well, when I see you, you can try some of it out. I mean, I absolutely love this stuff. Cool. So I can tick off African Secret. I'd love to talk about Y-Sense for a bit, Judy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Okay, so one thing that's become clear, I've been posting quite a lot on Facebook, updating everybody on my earnings, what I've achieved and everything. And something that has become quite clear from my own experience, from Judy's experience, and from everybody else that's commenting is that, so first, Y-Sense is an online survey site. You can do surveys, offers, play games, and you can earn from it. Now, what people are saying is they're struggling to get qualified for a survey. So they get booted out. They say the survey is full. They say that they don't qualify for it. And I joined in 2015, and I actually wrote a negative review after using it for about 3 weeks. And the reason for that negative review, I said it was a time waster because I was struggling to get approved for any surveys. And I left Y-Sense alone for 2 years until enough people had told me, go back and give it a better go. Go back and really put the effort in and you will see the change. So I did that eventually. It took me 2 years. And every day I logged on, every day I tried to qualify for every single survey that there was. And for the first 2 weeks, it sucked. But then I started qualifying, and it wasn't a quick process. It was, I'd get a survey today, 3 days later, I'd get another one. So it was tedious. It was a pain in the ass. But as I qualified for surveys, I started qualifying for more surveys. So it's kind of like you really got to be bullheaded about it in the beginning. You've really got to put the effort in before you start qualifying. But as you start qualifying, your trust factor goes up. So I think what they do is when you're new to the site, your trust factor is low. And as soon as you get your first survey, your trust factor goes up a bit. And then you qualify for another survey a little bit easier. So yesterday, I managed to do 5 surveys in one day. And yesterday, I achieved my streak bonus. And what that is there's a daily checklist where you can earn a bonus. And if you do 2 surveys or more in a day, or 2 offers or more in a day, you get a little bit of a bonus. And if you manage to achieve that checklist bonus for 3 days in a row, you achieve the checklist bonus and a streak bonus. So, it really is turning out to be quite fun and exciting for me. Some days I'm earning up to $5 a day, which it's not a huge amount of money, but I mean, it's about 75, 80 bucks a day. And it's in your spare time. It doesn't cost me anything. It's a nice additional income. And Judy got her first survey.
I did 3. Yeah, I did 3. I was quite impressed. Like, a month or whatever, sitting on Y-Sense and only using it for the games, giving up on the surveys completely because I was like, this is a waste of my time. I went in, I was like, oh, just give it a shot, who knows? And I honestly earned, and I think it was close on $2 just on the surveys that I did. But I also got a bit of a bonus. So they emailed me and said, you qualify for percentage bonus. And I clicked on, and that was when I did the surveys. And I was like, okay, I can do that. I'm still working up to the $10 mark. And then I'm going to draw out for one reason only, to see how effective it draws out. I know you have said it does draw out well, and I trust you. And I'm just, I'm one of those people. Let's just double check for me. I'm so bad. I am like that. So I'm going to draw out at $10. And then we'll start again and save for Havish's dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly pop in the comments now my review. So check out the review. It's got information on all the different ways you can check out. It's got tips on how to earn more. And also it's got my link in it. So you can sign up under me, because that's another way you can earn, is through people signing up under you. And thank you, everybody. You're doing fantastic earning me commissions. I'm really enjoying it. So, yay. And then what I want to do, Judy, do you want to see me cash out?
Yeah. Well, I don't need to see you cash out. I believe you.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, what I want to know first is, how does everybody want me to cash out? There are 3 ways you can cash out. One is you can, from $5, you can get a Amazon gift card. Okay, I'm not going to do that now. There's nothing I particularly want to buy there, and I think delivery will be a bit slow. The other way is through PayPal, and you can cash out from $10 upwards. So I've got about $50 in my account now. And then the other way you can cash out is via Payoneer. Payoneer, I actually find is the best way, because PayPal, you have to have an F&B bank account to link to your PayPal. So you cash out from Wirecents to PayPal. When it clears in PayPal, you cash out from PayPal to your bank account. But I find it's a bit of a tedious process compared to Payoneer. So it takes 5 days roughly from the time you cash out from PayPal to your bank account, whereas Payoneer takes 2 days. Payoneer is also easier because you can connect any bank in South Africa to Payoneer. But the downside with Payoneer is that the minimum amount you have to have in Wirecents to cash out to Payoneer is $52. And then there's a $2 service fee. And then Payoneer, you have to have $50 in your Payoneer account to cash out to your South African bank account. So Payoneer, let me just write there. It's everybody's asking. It's Payoneer.
Yeah.
Add banner like this, Payoneer. Okay. And I really like Payoneer. I don't know. I just prefer it. I don't know why. But like I say, if you're new to it, then only a smaller amount, then the Amazon gift card and the PayPal would be a much better option. So let's just see. How do you guys want me to cash out? Payoneer or PayPal? Wendy likes PayPal. Joel says Payoneer. Shanae says PayPal. Can I share $10? No, I keep all my money. Sorry. Nobody likes Payoneer. Shibra wants to know how come PayPal doesn't link with all banks. Look, I just don't know. And we got Donna saying so we can check it out. I'm going to go with that because I said I prefer Payoneer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Window. Oops. Chrome tab. It takes me a while to. Okay. Judy, is it showing? Payoneer. Wirecents.
Oh no, it's not showing.
Huh?
Wait, yeah, we're on the side. I think something's coming up.
Okay.
But I could have it on my side. There we go. There you are.
Okay, so here's my Wirecents account. I don't know, maybe I must just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so you can see there I've got $56 in my account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on cash out. I'm going to choose, oops. Are you seeing everything, Judy? Payoneer?
I am seeing, I'm watching, don't worry.
Okay, so there I can cash out $52. I can cash out $102 or $252. So those are all the different amounts. PayPal works the same. I think they've got $10, $25, $50, $75, $100, etc. So there we go. So and it says there $2 fee for withdrawal into your Wirecents from your Wirecents account. Plus is a bank transfer fee. So I'm just going to say here processing, and there it says you're about to redeem the following, Payoneer $52. So I'm going to confirm over there. Congratulations on your redemption. $52 have been deducted from your account. We're processing. So I'll be notified via email. It usually takes about up to 5 days. So from Wirecents to Payoneer, it can take up to 5 days. So in my next live video, I'll let you know that I've got my money and then I can cash out from Payoneer to my bank account. So, yay! I'm very excited.
What I love about this, Lynn, is that it's not going to make me $1 million. I'm not going to become rich overnight, but it's a good saving. It's one of those where I know I can build up a little bit of money and I can use it for something important. So, like, we've got 3 birthdays in August.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, this is the kind of thing where I'm going to be able to save towards that. So at least the third birthday isn't as bad as it normally is, you know? Because those first birthdays is awesome. And the middle one's like, oh, and the third one's like, oh yeah, well, can we get your cake next week?
But that's exactly it. You know, and what I love about it is I actually forget about my money in wise cents. And I kind of, I go and I cash it out when I'm like, oh crap. you know those days. So what I did last year is I booked a holiday for the family at Berg River Resort, and I paid the deposit, and that was a couple of weeks ahead of time. And then shortly before the holiday, I'm like, oh dear. So I paid the deposit, but I don't have the money to pay for the other half that you got to pay when you arrive. And then I'm like, I've got my wise cents money, and I quickly went and I cashed out, and that paid. You know what I mean? So it really. So somebody's asking, what are the where's that question? How much rands are you going to receive? Okay, so $52. What I do, let me just go here and I'll show you. What I do is I usually go to this website. I don't know why I like CoinMill. So I'm just going to put the link in there, and then I'm going to share my screen as well. Oh, share my screen, share screen, Chrome tab. Convert. Here we go. Okay, so I use Judy. Can you see it yet?
It's showing that it's coming on now. There we go. On.
Okay, so I put in. Okay, I'm not going to put $52 because you get the $2 deduction. So I put the $50 in here. I convert it to rand, so it's 802 rand that I'm going to get. But don't forget that there's also a little bit of fees and stuff as well. So there's a couple of bank fees. So the $2 is deducted from the Y-Cent side for the transaction. And then once it goes from Payoneer to my bank account, there's also a bit of a deduction. But it's pretty much, it's not too expensive. I find Payoneer cheaper than PayPal. I find it quicker, more effective, faster. So I'll get approximately $800 in approximately a week. And that's very helpful.
So what I do then is I usually just Google and I will go $52 in rands as my Google caption, and it spits it up immediately. It'll tell you what the conversion rate, and it'll immediately convert it to what it is. And with PayPal, I automatically, in my mind, deduct 50 rand off. It never costs that much. It's under the 50 rand, but I always take 50 rand off so that if I want to estimate. Because also there's a difference between when you get paid. So I get paid $10 today, and the exchange rate is say 16 rand, whatever. But by the time I cash it out, the exchange rate may only be 14 rand something, or it may have gone up. But I always use a 50 rand like here and there. So I'll always in my mind deduct 50 rand, which covers charges and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's a good policy to use. Awesome. Yeah, so I want to see if there's any more questions here. Jill is saying Y-Cents helps a lot. It's like a side hustle. It totally is. And the thing is, I made some notes here yesterday when I shared my earnings. So yesterday I made a total of $4.84, and that equals 77 rand 72. That's not bad for earning in a day on the side in your spare time. And a lot of it is earned by my kids playing games. Take note. So my kids are playing games. I make $77. And, while I'm having my coffee and my break, I'm just, doing a survey on my phone. It really is fantastic. And then my earnings, this was yesterday, my earnings for the month of December so far had been $43.84, which is about $700. And we only just over halfway through December. So I think by the end of December, I'm probably going to earn well over 1,000 rand, which is not bad for a little bit of extra income. Not bad at all. Yeah.
Okay, I spend very little time on my phone, and I've literally in a month almost made up to $10, but I mean very little time. If I spend 10 minutes a day on Y-Cents, it's a lot.
Yeah, fantastic. So, okay, so Judy, do you want to share your book, your coupon book?
Oh, yeah. Let me show you quickly. So we were sent the Bucket List Cape Town edition from a company called The Bucket List. And what they've done is talk about keepsakes. They've put together this awesome book, which retails at 650 Rand. And before you choke on that amount, I'm going to tell you why it's worth it. Okay, so the book opens up and it becomes, your child is issued with a card and they need this card. Well, sorry, my light is bad, but yeah. So they're issued with a little card that they take with them with the vouchers that are in the book. So it opens up and they've got a beautiful map of Cape Town, and then each area, so for example, CBD and the waterfront, will give you a list of things to do. And your child within here can then create their own bucket list, which is just freaking awesome. Listen to me. So, one of the things is they can go, I just want to find one that you all know well. So they can go on the blue train ride. And in here, in the book at the back, are actually 2 free rides for the blue train ride. And they put the date, they put what the weather was like, who they went with, what their favorite part was. There's a little bit about the blue train. There's a space to let them draw a picture of how awesome it was, put a photo, which I think is just amazing. And then there's an activity. And so it goes for, I haven't counted how many, but many of them. And basically, it's a bucket list of all the child-friendly things your child can enjoy in Cape Town. The end part are ice cream adventures. Like, now this part spoke to my heart, because who doesn't like ice cream, Lynn? Like, literally, and there are vouchers. I know, there are vouchers at the back for free ice creams. So I can't remember offhand, but it was 1,800 Rands worth of vouchers, and you were saving 12,000 Rand. And I thought, yeah, right. And then I looked at the pages and pages and pages of vouchers. And
I have some questions.
Sorry?
I have some questions.
Of course you can. Yes.
Okay. So number one, are there limits on them? Like, do they expire at a certain date, the vouchers?
Yes. So these vouchers are valid from now until the end of December 2022.
Okay, so it's for the year, basically.
This is for the year, and you only need 1 book per family. I did ask because, like with Hamish, it's never nice doing these things on your own. We will always try and take another little kid with us. So if you've got 2 kids, your child, you can use 2 of the vouchers. So Play a Lot, for example, I think they've put like 4 vouchers in here and 2 coffees. So you can literally go 2 moms and 3 kids, and basically you can go and enjoy a free day at Play a Lot. There's quite a few of that. A lot of the others, for example, the one that Brent and I have really, really wanted to do is to go to Aquila, but Aquila is kind of costly. And there's a buy one, get one free, and Hamish is half price. So by using the voucher in this book, we're saving like 3,000 Rand. So 650 Rand.
My next question. So
yes.
Are some of the vouchers just pure vouchers, like go here and get 5 whatever, so 5 people can just go
yes.
in for free, so you spend nothing? But some of them are a buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 1 get 1 free.
Yeah.
So it's a variety of different types.
So for example, Bugs Play Park have given buy 1 VIP entrance and you get 1 free, which is always great if you're going to go play. But City Rock have given 1 free kids day pass. And then this one gives you 25% off a kayak experience. There's also a helicopter ride, which, I mean, hello. So you can buy the bucket list book from www.thebucketlist.co.za. Where are the vouchers for? Is there a limit to buy? Okay, so these vouchers are not, you're not able to buy the vouchers online. The vouchers come in the book. So some of the places, I will put a full list up. I'm actually busy with a blog post for them because it was sent to me as a gift. And quite often I will, if there's a gift I really, really, really love, I will just like punt it because I believe that it is just so awesome. And I do believe that if you're in Cape Town, this is a great gift for grandparents and or somebody staying out of the country, like we've got a godmother, you know, who wants to give a gift that can last your child the whole year. And I think something like this is amazing. As far as I know, there isn't one for other areas, only for Cape Town currently. But I'm just going to read you some of the vouchers are Scars Touring, which is a Harley ride, a Jeep ride. There's free putt-putt lessons. There is virtual reality gaming vouchers, blue train rides, water park, art jamming. Like, you can know the ones I want to go driving, have given a 40% discount. The Jolly Roger pirate ship. Now, Lynn, I'm telling you, that is on my wish list. I don't know about Hamish's. It's on my wish list. www.thebucketlist.co.za or the bucket list on Instagram. Please just tell them I sent you. That would be really great for me, so they know where the sales are coming from, because I'm so bad with punting my own page. You can ask Lynn. I really hardly put.
I've got a question here. I've been trying to get the link to share in the comments, but I can't get the link. www.bucketlist.co.za.
Okay, I will send you a. Hold on. This is the back of the book. Watch me have made a mistake, right? Okay. No, the bucket list book. The bucketlistbook.co.za.
The bucket list book.
Yeah, watch me have forgotten the word book, because I'm holding one. Yeah, so there's bikes, City Rock, Play a Lot, the Shred skateboard place, which Hamish can't wait to get to, a 50% off a tour at Ostrich Ranch, Wonderdal. If you've not been to Wonderdal and you are in Cape Town, just go. Just like you should there already. It's amazing. It's from 5 years up, and it's a science educational center if you don't know it. And have you been to Wonderdal yet, Lynn?
No, that whole thing cancelled and fell through. So I don't know why, but maybe they'll come back to me at some point. I've just put the link in the comments. The bucket list book, that works.
Yeah, so then there's Aquila, there's the Scratch Patch, there's horse riding. And then what really got me in between all of that was occasionally you get things like a kindness voucher. So your child will cut it out and make someone laugh, or leave a happy note for someone. Okay, it is beautiful. I always look at something that to me is going to be a bit costly, and I'm like, okay, maybe. This is something I would buy, just because of the value that is in this little book and the keepsake that it becomes. You know, Lynn, when Hamish looks back through this book a few years from now, we've got a whole year of adventures that he went on. So to me, that's beautiful.
I love it. You must see if you can hook me up, Judy. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean? No, stunning. No, that is, yeah, and that'll make, I mean, maybe it's a bit late now for Christmas, but I mean, that would have made a stunning gift.
But also, it's such a great birthday gift, because even though like if your child's birthday is in the first half of the year, you've still got 6 months to get all of these done. And I'm going to tell you now, there are so many adventures in here, and so many of them are local for us, especially. That most of these are one day out. When I say that, I don't mean most of them. I mean, like, for example, if we go to V&A or we go to the promenade, we are going to go on the blue train and have an ice cream. So that's 2 vouchers. I am going to go have ice cream at the V&A and try something. So, you know, a lot of the time we don't just go to one space. When we take Hamish out, we are actually including quite a few things when we go.
Well, that would be stunning. If I go to Cape Town, you know, I'm an hour and a half away. Yeah. And if I have that, we can do like a monthly weekend trip to Cape Town and just fill in all the stuff. It would be amazing. Absolutely.
And so great. Like the school holidays. Remember when you and I did that day out and we did Grand West, and then we went to Century City and we had your car tires sorted. It was a day. We were so exhausted after that. But the kids loved it. Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. So now I'm going to move on to Nova chocolate. Who likes chocolate? Silly question. So I'm going to pop in here the link to Nova Chocolate. So Nova Chocolate is a sugar-free, gluten-free chocolate. And they did not mess around with my hamper. And I'm going to give away a hamper that's exactly like mine. The only difference is the baking buttons. I got 500 gram baking buttons. In the hamper that I'm giving away, the baking buttons are all 150 grams. Okay. So I got white baking buttons. It's going to take a while to get through this hamper. I got milk chocolate baking buttons. I got dark chocolate baking buttons. So we're going to be doing lots of baking. We got hot chocolate. We got, now I was trying to save the chocolate for the live video. I can't get the light right. Anyway, this is a toasted coconut. Oopsie, my self-control is not what I thought it was. I tried not to eat them, but
I don't know what you tried. It's chocolates.
Oops, I did it again. Milk chocolate. It's a wild ride. I mean, and I must just show you this. These are all the smaller ones. They are 40 grams. So I've got dark chocolate, and it's so cute. I mean, suddenly the aardvark had a craving for something dark. It's so cute. Roasted cacao.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
so you know I'm hungry now.
Who's hungry? Who's getting hungry? Milk chocolate? Salted caramel and cashew chili. And I mean, look at this beautiful packaging. It's just, toasted coconut. And then, so these are the two that I ate. I'm sorry. I try to be so good and save my unboxing for my live videos, but sometimes things go wrong. Now check this out. So those are all the 40 gram chocolates. These ones are 100 grams. They don't mess around.
Oh. No.
So I mean,
I'll see you in an hour.
Milk chocolate with coconut. Another dark chocolate with an aardvark. Dark chili chocolate. Every bite counts. I mean, this is just so beautiful. Milk chocolate with salted caramel. Roasted cacao again in the big one. Another milk chocolate one. A Mr. Mint. Another salted caramel, cashew and chili. Dark chocolate with smooth peanut butter. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I know my kids have been like that. Yes, they've been trying to get into white chocolate and another toasted coconut. So I don't think we're going to have to buy chocolate for the whole festive season with this. And it's like, we tried it the other day. I did get one in, I think, January or February. I got a hamper that was kind of like a pick and pay promotion, but it was a promotion of local products. So I got a hamper made up of all sorts of stuff from Pick and Pay, and I got a Nova chocolate then. And it was so divine, but it was one small bar that I got to taste. And now I get to taste all of these. And Jill says, stop it. You're just jello. So, yeah, this is the first time I haven't been able to control myself, and I've gotten into the stash before the live video. So I'm sorry, peeps.
No, I actually asked Lynn why she was, sorry, I'm just going to put you on mute quickly.
Okay, so we tasted, so let me just get this right. So we tasted yesterday, or the day before, we had a couple of blocks of the dark chocolate. I think it's a little bit dark. My daughter chose this one and she had about 2 blocks. She said it was okay, but I think dark, very dark chocolate for kids doesn't always do it. Then my son chose the milk chocolate, of which this just went. It just, yeah. And then my daughter had some of it as well. And I had a piece. It was very, very nice. And my husband took the toasted coconut, which he absolutely adored. And he wanted to know, why do I give him the small one? This is my one.
I love the chili ones, Lynn. I absolutely love their chili chocolates.
Yeah, and you know what? It's sugar-free, but you wouldn't think so. It really is.
No,
you know, like when I go somewhere and they say sugar-free, I'm like, I know it's good for me, but like I like the chocolate must taste sweet, and it does. It's absolutely divine. Yeah. So, who likes chocolates? How is the hot chocolate? Robin wants to know. Robin, I haven't opened it because I'm a messy person, and when I open this, it's probably going to like tear all the way down the front and not look so good for the live video. And that's kind of why I like to keep my stuff to unbox in the video, and then I try it and then I write my review so that I can get my photography done. I can show you how nice it looks before I open it with my, you know, I mean, I don't know if you remember that one box where I tried to open it nice and neatly. That was for Miracle One. And I tried to open the box to get the stuff out. And then only afterwards that I realized that the box, you pull the bottom out, you don't open the top. And I torn the whole thing. Oh, it's like so bad, you know. And then you want nice, pretty pictures and stuff to show. And Lynn's torn it again. So, yeah, I haven't actually tasted it, but we're going to get into it this weekend. So I'll tell you about it next week, Friday.
We've learned how to open things so that we can use the packaging, because when you live in a house of kids, they all flock towards it. And they're like, can I have it? So I've learned how to photograph quickly, get that unboxing video like before I can breathe, and open packaging so that it looks like the stuff is still there.
No,
mostly with chocolate.
I try, and I'm just a clumsy person that makes things messy.
But I'm going to tell you, you've got way more willpower than I have, because if that chocolate was in my house, I'd have locked that bathroom door. And I'm not saying I would have shared any. I'm just, you know, Lynn said to me, look what I've got. I was like, why haven't I eaten
it yet? And I swore I wasn't going to eat any. And Giovanni said, you finished two so far. Yes, and that was for 4 people, hey? So it's not bad. And I have to keep my husband and my kids away from it. So I've hidden the whole box. But I promised them this weekend we are going to get stuck in. And, yeah, they're waiting for the chocolate. So I actually had to put them out of the house, because if they were here now, they'd probably be like sweeping the bars off. They're going to be like, you got it in your video, Mom. Like the chocolates are going to be leaving my desk. Robin wants to know, is it expensive? No, I don't think I saw yesterday. I mean, like I said, I don't buy things usually. So I think I'm not sure. I can't remember the price. I know that I saw some clicks yesterday. I think they were 19 Rand. So, yeah, Donna, yes, it's a whole hamper. So the winner will get that.
The big ones are $24.99 at, it's around about 19 to 24 Rand.
Yeah, so it's the small ones that's 19 and the big ones are 24.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Nice.
Oh, so I think you can I'll hook you up with bucket lists.
Oh yeah, no, we got to do this. Yeah, definitely. But look, I promised you some chocolates. I just said, well, I promised you, not that I would give it to you. I promised that I would try save some, and hopefully by the time I see you, there'll be some left.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, I would never hold you as your friend. I would never hold you to keeping chocolate for me. I'm just like, enjoy it. Enjoy it, and then show me how much you're enjoying it so that I can drool this side.
Oh, well, I'll send you pictures of me eating it, and you're going to send me like nasty WhatsApps back. Talking about being nasty, so I'd like to let you all know that Judy has decided to love and leave us. I feel like I've been dumped.
She lies.
No, what am I going to do? I'm going to be all on my own. I'm going to feel silly doing my lives all on my own. No, but look, on a serious note, everybody, Judy has decided that she's going to leave the live videos. It's not due to a lack of love. It's just that Judy has her own business to run. She's got Hamish, who you can see is very active, needs a lot of attention, and she's got to focus on her business. And it has been, I've absolutely loved having you every week live. It's been so special. It's been, I mean, it's like a bittersweet thing that you're leaving. Like, you know, it's been really amazing. And yeah.
And I have, because of Lynn's live, I have overcome my fear of video, would you believe? And I have a parenting video series starting in the new year because of this. Thank you, Lynn.
But why you don't have time for more videos?
I can pre-record these. But yeah, no, I will still pop in occasionally and chat to Lynn, just because I miss you all too much if I don't. But Hamish he's starting his grade R, and I can't interrupt the morning schedule. So most of our co-ops are on Fridays, and it's just, yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And I'm not able to honestly dedicate this 2 hours, sadly. But I've loved it. I love every minute of it. So it is, yes, it's a bit, she says she's been dumped. You're not getting rid of me, sorry.
I didn't dump you before you dumped me, because I saw this coming, you know?
No, but I have been saying to Lynn, it's long, it's a couple hours. You know, we've been, because we chat a lot behind our behind the scenes. And we did, you know, we're very honest with each other. And I think that's what I love about working with you, is that I can be honest with Lynn and I can tell her honestly, and she comes back and she's honest with me. So there's like none of that parting ugliness, or, you know, like, I don't know. People part, I guess.
No, but you said in the one video you could have put me on mute for 30 minutes and that you were doing your email.
And done dishes.
Yes. Do you know these
I did say that.
Yeah. But you know what? I think that was in retaliation for when you came to visit here and you stayed here for a few days in Saldanha. And when you were ready to leave, you said, "I'm sorry, I've got to go." And I'm like, "Jeez, yes, please go."
Not at all. But this is the thing, is we really are very honest with each other. And I think that's what makes our friendship so great, is the fact that we can say things like, "I'm so glad you're going," or "I'd rather be doing my dishes," because there are very few people you can say things like that to.
No, very true. Very true. So, Judy, I just want to say thank you. It has been the most amazing experience. And even though you're leaving me, I'm glad that you have gotten over your fear of video and that you are able to now go and create something absolutely amazing on your platform through kind of, and I think the video thing it's a big challenge. And like, for example, I do my live videos, but I don't like making pre-recorded videos because I don't like videos of myself. And so when I make a video and I look at it and I've got to edit it and I've got to tweak this, change that, and then give it to someone as part of a campaign, I'm never happy. So that's why I like the live videos. Like, you can make stuff up, you look stupid, but you know what? Tough. It's up, it's live. There's nothing you can do about it. And I just pluck that up and I'm like, well, tough. That's what I'm doing. That's up. So I don't want to do the video. I've done some pre-recorded videos, but I don't enjoy that. I decline all those campaigns with videos.
I know. I think for me, it's been a hard year because I really do struggle to be have my face out there. Even if you have a look at my feeds, they're very few photos of me. So this has been such a big hurdle, just jumping on. And I think today was one of the first days I wasn't actually sitting and adjusting my hair and trying to look better. Although, thank you for sharing the ugliest photo of me alive this weekend. That is in retaliation for me saying, okay, sorry, last live.
Take notes. I put that up after you said you were leaving. So yes, it's a retaliation.
Yes, I know. I mean, I have to. You know what? I think that's also something. One of the things is we share so much of our lives, especially with like Hamish and I share so much. And I love to keep people ahead of what we're doing and where we're at. And, I don't want you to get there and it's like a last minute thing. You're like, what's happening and that sort of thing. So we very, my page is very much what we live, So I know a lot of bloggers put out, like they will pre-plan all their posts and that. Mine's not. Mine is very much what I'm doing, where I'm living, where I'm in at the moment. And it doesn't reach me the highest numbers, but it's okay because I'm happy with that. I want to always be that real person. And I think it's hard if you're not being that real person to you lose that authenticness when you're just putting out content all the time. So I try and really mix it up with a lot of what we do, where we're at, how we're feeling, that sort of thing. I'm going to miss you all too, so that's why I will still jump online. But I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm still on my page.
Yes, and I'll get to that. So I just want to answer Tanya's question. Next week, are you going live? Yes, it's going to be every Friday. Failing maybe load shedding or I don't know. But I'll be basically live every Friday at 9 a.m. So yes, next week Friday. And next week Friday, I'm giving away a Sing 2 hamper because next week Friday, Sing 2 is starting in the cinemas. So yay! That's going to be exciting.
I've got the last few days of my Sing 2 competition on Facebook at the moment.
Yeah, and I've also got a Sing 2 hamper going on my
your website.
I've got a couple of competitions still running on my website, and I've got one that I really need to get up, but I've just been so slow that I haven't done it. I'll get to it. I don't know when. On the website, it says coming soon. It will come. I'm not sure if it'll be soon.
Soon has it's Cape Town. Cape Town has her own time. So soon is quite somewhere there.
West Coast, they talk about Vescastate, which is basically whenever. It takes a long time. I'm in the West Coast. So it's going to be coming soon, Vescastate, when I get to it. Okay. So for everybody, Judy is leaving. So you can get Judy at funmamasa.co.za and on Instagram at funmamasa. So go and give her some love. Okay, cool. So where's my banner? It's gone. Boom. Okay. So now let me go and have a look. I've got to choose a winner. Okay, I'm going to go with Kayla Shetty. Congratulations. You have won chocolate hamper and you are going to love it. And also, if anybody has any ideas of what I can bake, please come and let me know because I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited. I'm just like, there's so many things I could bake, but I can't make a decision. So if anybody's got something really, really cool, let me know. You can inbox my page. And Kayla, just inbox my page with your email address so that I can arrange your hamper for you. Oh, take note. The hamper will only be sent after the 10th of January because I'm afraid everybody's closed. So yeah, you won't get it for Christmas, but you'll have it for after Christmas. So when all your family's gone home and there's nobody around, you can go hide in the bathroom and eat your chocolate. So you don't have to share it. That's good for me, hiding and eating chocolate.
Back at work.
Yeah, wait till your husband's at work, your kids are at school, and then you can sit at home and eat all your chocolate quietly. You don't have to let them know about it. Cool.
And we're not telling.
No. I don't give up people like that. Cool. Let's have a look. Make a great team. Yeah, we definitely do. So I'm going to be very sad when Judy leaves, but there's a time and a place and things change. And I think one of the big things with blogging is, and Judy and I have had a lot of conversations about this, it's number one, authenticity, loving what you do. And I mean, if I didn't love what I do, I may as well go get a full-time job somewhere, right? It would be more steady income. It would be paid leave, paid sick leave. It would be taking the whole Christmas off and spending time with your family. So that's number one. You know, if you don't love what you're doing, what's the point? And it's become a bit of a strain for Judy. So it's kind of not quite fitting with what she, you know, the direction she needs to go.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, you know, and it's got to benefit what you're doing. Like, I'm finding my live videos are really, really fantastic. It's beautiful for me. But it's not doing the same thing for Judy on her side. So she's basically a support system, making my videos fun and exciting. I know you're going to leave me, but no, it's going to be fantastic. And I can't wait for you to come join at some stage next year and tell us about what you're doing with your videos, because I'm quite excited about that. And that's not something I want to do.
But that's what I was just going to say. We have, you know, I always believe no bloggers are actually in competition with each other, ever. Because we all have such different niches and we all have such different audiences. And sometimes your audiences cross over into each other. And quite often you'll all cover the same topic, but you cover it differently. So Lynn and I cover very different topics, although we do the same thing and we complement each other when we work together, but it's not complementing on so on the live side, it's not transpiring into much on my side with regards to any new engagements or working with new brands or that sort of thing. So for me, unfortunately, this I love this. I really do. I especially love the chats and the giggles, and it feels like a Friday morning ladies' tea. You know, I love that feel. But it isn't doing the same sort of thing. But mostly, I think, because our audiences are so different. And so my page represents so much more different to the way Lynn's page. And we had hoped that by combining our pages for a Friday, it would, you know, just bring those audiences together. But I've also seen that my audience are looking for a little bit more. And so, unfortunately, I've got to put my energies where I'm reaping the benefits. But I'm gonna miss you. You're gonna make me cry.
Me too. But I think what's been really beautiful, and like I was saying about blogging, you know, it's about being authentic, but it's also about, you don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work. And blogging is, like you say, a very personal thing, and different things work for different people. And I have tried a lot of stuff with my blog over the years. A lot of it hasn't worked, and some of it has.
Yes.
And I was doing my live videos in a very different way a while back. And for me, it became, so what I was doing is I was having a live video once a week, and I was having a specific guest about a specific topic. It was more like an interview, but it took so much work and so much effort to prepare afterwards, to write the blog post, to do the testing, because you have a new person each week, so they've got to do a test with you to make sure they can actually log on and come on the screen. I was enjoying it, but it became a chore. And
yes,
that is why I changed it. And I've changed my live videos so that I changed it to once a month, but it was still becoming a chore. And I was mixing and matching and trying all sorts of different things. And I've now found this, which works beautifully for me, because I just wing it every week. Sorry, ladies, I don't prepare. But it has not done the same thing for Judy that it's done for me. But it has helped you overcome your fear of video. And now you've played around with this, and this is the direction I'm going to go in, and you're going to veer off like that where it works for you. So I think that's something that's very important with working online. You never know what's going to work until you actually go and try it and stuff up or excel.
But I don't regard that as like a stuff up or anything. Lynn and I have been in the blogging game for a long time. We're not new to this. We've cut our teeth on a lot of blogging topics. We've tried and retried, and so this, as I said to her, this is just one of those things that I tried. It didn't work. Well, it did work because I love doing this and I love chatting to everybody. But it's not where I see 2022 going.
Yeah. Cool. So it's the end of a lovely chapter.
It is, but I'll still be back to bug you occasionally.
No, you must. You definitely must.
No,
I enjoy it. I enjoy being ragged. I just want to check if we've covered everything. I think that's it. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so I'll be back next week with some amazing giveaways. I'll be all on my own, so I'll be feeling a bit self-conscious and, so be easy on me. From next week.
Be easy on your
But I'm going to try something new from next year. I'm going to start having a lot more guests in and out during the live. So there'll be a lot more products, a lot more companies joining. And yeah, it's going to be a new chapter for me. And I think it's going to be really, really good as soon as I get into the swing of it. I've become used to having Judy here as my wing lady. But yeah, we adapt, we change, we grow stronger. Awesome. Thank you, Judy, for this video, for all of the videos. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much, Lynn. I've loved it. Thank you to everybody who's wishing me well. I just wanted to show, somebody asked about my, yes, I was wearing Santa the entire time.
Well, I can't find that comment. There's so many of them.
No, it was way, way, way back. But I just wanted to answer it. And then somebody else asked about my Insta handle. It's @FunMamaSA.
I'll pop that up again.
Thank you so much.
There we go. If anybody wants to get me on Instagram, you can get me at Lynn Hay Salmon. Or you can get me at Kaboutjie, but Lynn Hay Salmon is where I share like my photos of my stuff and the products that I'm using, etc. And at Kaboutjie, I just share pictures of the blog post that I'm currently busy publishing. Cool. So everybody have a fantastic week. I'll catch up with you next week, Friday, the day before Christmas. Yay! And I'm going to be taking it easy. You were saying something, Judy?
No, I just told everyone to have a lovely festive season.
Oh, okay. I think we overlapped a little bit there. Yeah. Have a lovely holiday, peeps. I'll catch up with you next week. Bye.
Bye.